Welcome to October, everyone. October 2021 is a 15-6 vibration. We get that number by adding the month 10 to the year number, which is a 5. So the root number is 15-6. But if I were to go to the full expression, I would call this a 51-6 vibration. And the 51 has basically got to do with a kind of energy between contradictions and opposites, and there is an element of misinformation, which is still a very big subject and in the theme of the 5 to begin with. So because the month number begins with the 51, we still have the 5 mixing up with the global year 5. There's still an element of chaos, but there's a lot more order being constructed around the physical body, which is the number 6, and the effect on the emotional body. This is not a month where you would abstain from matters of the heart. We're starting to feel things very deeply, and we're starting to feel very strongly about certain matters in our life. Remember, as always, the world is a mess. It has been for eons and eons. It is the nature of the evolution of the human being. It is the nature of Earth's evolution. In this particular month, the main theme seems to be the balance between our freedoms, our emotional and work commitments, and feeling burdened by a lot of responsibilities. There seems to be a culmination of energy now towards the end of the year and wanting to get going, but also realizing that there's so much responsibility that we have to take at this point in time, and we're being given laws and rules that are being enforced upon us. And even though some of those are changing all the time, we still feel under a lot of responsibility, a lot of duty, particularly this month as the number 6 has to do with family, nurturing, self-care. I would really optimize self-care in this month. Increase your green juices. The color this month that would be really helpful for you is to spend a lot of time in the forest with those green colors underneath the trees, looking up, not down at the ground, looking into the sky, looking into the trees, finding green in your wardrobe, mainly drinking loads of really vibrant green juices, filling your veins with green. This is an entry point into the heart chakra and will calm down the anger and the frustration and the kind of resentment that one's carrying around possibly for anything in the outer world that one cannot control. We have a lot of things outside of us that we cannot control. The number 6 has a lot to do with the word control, both inner and outer, some being forced upon a person and others being hyper controlling within the person, not letting go, not letting emotions be felt completely. There may be a need to just burst into tears and release emotional pressure. There's a lot of this energy floating around in the world, in the space, where the body needs to be taken care of. The mind needs to be taken care of. There's this integration that needs to happen of mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual. The integration can go from the top to the bottom or the bottom to the top, but either way, we are by necessity having to integrate all our experiences because we can't survive any longer without a spiritual connection. Our frequencies are being encouraged, being pushed. We are being more and more encouraged to work out of the three-dimensional material space and be aware of one another and being aware of the cosmos and the much higher frequencies. Get involved in breath work if you haven't started already. Get involved somewhere where groups are going to become popular, where we help each other to raise the frequencies, raise the vibrations. Stop talking so much about stuff and start just doing your own inner work, because the world is a mess. It'll always be a mess, but your responsibility is only for yourself, to sort yourself out. And the more self-work you can do at this stage, the more self-love you actually are encouraging, the more love energy you are bursting into your world around you. I wish you a peaceful and non-reactive October, because there's going to be many things going on around us. We'll experience quite a lot of activities, force. There's the 51-6 has a lot of vibration to militaristic control, foolishness, horrible negativities, words like battle, duel, fighting, prison, those are all 51-6. Expectations, some traditions. There's an energy of political control as well around the 51-6. So a lot of things are going to be happening around you. Just remember to love yourself.